How's it going, guys? It's TacTixHD here bringing the official first episode of my NHL 13 Fantasy GM Mode series. I actually already made a video about for the draft of this series. If you guys haven't seen this, there's going to be an annotation on the screen right now with a link. Make sure to go check that out. I'll show you all the different players I drafted. And I know, guys, that video is actually from a little over a month ago, but I was just really busy with the holiday season, holiday, Christmas, and everything as well. I went on holiday, I went to Montreal, and then school started up, so I kind of got sidetracked on this. Obviously, I was making other videos, but this series does take a lot of work in terms of editing, going through all the footage. There's a lot of footage for the GM mode series. But anyway, guys, I'm proud to bring it to you guys. I know a lot of you have been looking forward to it. And as you guys can see, I signed Ryan Murray there out of free agency. He was actually a $3.5 million salary in the draft, so no one decided to pick him up because he wasn't good enough yet. I was able to pick him up out of free agency for like $700,000. As well, I picked up Tim Brent, John Mitchell, a couple depth centers, and Heavy Bullen, a backup goalie. Right here, I'm trying to pick up some more young players that didn't get drafted that are in the free agency. Didn't get Thrower or Kokochev, but I was able to get Oli Mata. And I also signed Matthew Dumba right here. Lindholm I wasn't able to get, unfortunately. Same with Ryan Murphy. But I was also able to get Matt Pumple, who's from Essex, so pretty close to where I live. And Jensen I was also unable to get. So, I mean, I already had the best prospects from the draft, and then I also got a bunch of good prospects from free agency. Right here's the NHL lineup I have going into this first year. Pretty decent lineup. Obviously, it could have been better if I wanted to sign veterans that are 80 overall, but I decided to go with young guys. As you can see, Michael Granlund right there, Matt Pumple. I also have a whole bunch of guys in juniors, such as, Huberdeau, Faska, Gormley, Barchi, just a bunch of guys. And basically just looking through to make sure it is how I wanted it to be. And Mata is actually on the HL team because he's from Finland. He doesn't go back to juniors. Right here's my team stats going into the first year. 4.5-star offense, 4-star defense, and 4-star goaltending. And right here, guys, we're in the first All-Star game, looking to see which of my players made it. And Mike Green actually made it onto the second pair of defensemen. And I figured that was the only guy who would have made it, and I was right. And after the All-Star game, guys, I actually had the trade deadline. I decided to make a move trying to get another young prospect. I was able to get Tobias Ryder from Vancouver, really good right-wing prospect. All I had to give up was Patrick Coletta, John Mitchell, and a third-round pick. So I think I pretty much stole him from Vancouver there. And right here, guys, you can see we actually made the playoffs. We finished third overall in the East. We played Tampa Bay in the first round. I believe we beat them in 6 games. I might be wrong. Or no, 7 games. We went the whole length. Won it in the 7th game. So a good series there in the first round. In the second round, I played the other Florida team. I played the Florida Panthers. And I started out bad here, getting a couple losses. We were able to get a 3rd win, so that was good. And then another one, so we tied it up. And then, unfortunately, Tampa Bay was able to put us away in the 7th game. And right here, guys, we're actually at the draft. And at the draft, I decided to make a big move. I traded Jonathan Ericsson and Tim Ericsson. 2 top 6 defensemen. Ericsson's older, 76 overall, and younger Ericsson's also 76 overall. I got the 10th overall pick in the draft from Ottawa. With that, I was able to get Max Domi, a really good young prospect, just basically adding to my prospect pool. I basically, my plan, guys, is to be good every year and have enough prospects. I'm going to continue to be good. And as you can see, with my own first-round pick, I actually got Marc-Anthony Zanetti. Really surprised by him, 76 overall, right out of the draft. 3-star potential, but all 3 are green stars, so could get even better. Max Domi, I think, was 60 overall with 4-star goal potential. Also, guys, I was looking to see who improved. Huberdeau went from a 69 to an 85 overall. Barchi went from a 68 or 69 to 80 overall. Gormley went from a 65 to 80. David Rundblad, huge improvement. He went from a 75 to an 86, so he had a huge jump. I think Campbell got a couple overall, but those are the main guys that got really a lot better. So some of them went from playing juniors like Huberdeau to being on the NHL's team first line, and Rundblad and Barchi both went from the AHL to the NHL. So every year basically I want to have players making the jump from the AHL or juniors to the NHL team, keep getting better and have younger players. Also, guys, I wanted to add Gerby. He went from a 74 or 75 overall to 83, so he also made a very big jump. He'll be a good second or third line left wing. Right here I'm picking up Riku Helenas, 80 overall, just a backup goaltender, younger than Heavy Bullen. And then right here, guys, I picked up Kyle Wellwood, pretty good depth center. I gave away John Mitchell, figured I needed him. Right here I'm getting Jens Weston. He usually turns out to be about high 70s, low 80, just a depth defenseman, gone for cheap, might as well pick him up. Right now, staying with Dave Steckel, another depth center. I like to have depth. A lot of guys get injured in the first few years because your medical staff's not as good, and that's why I like to have a lot more depth in later years. Also got Paul Ranger, and right here, guys, the big signing of the free agency. Able to sign Thomas Wilkin for $6.7 million, and he's actually going to be our starting goalie. We're going to have Jack Campbell playing the AHL. We're going to have Harding backing him up, and they'll have that Hellenis guy also in the AHL. So Basically, now we have an elite goaltender. We should be able to make an even better playoff push next year. Steven Stamkos, 91 overall. As you can see, that first line with Huberdeau as a playmaker, Nash a sniper, Stamkos a sniper, Nash a power forward. Really nice first line. Our defense is also looking pretty good. Maybe we can get a better third pair. And Vokun and Harding are pretty good goaltenders. AHL team also looking good. As you can see, Yakupov playing on the first line. We got Granlund in there. Zanetti's playing Dougie Hamilton, Duncan Siemens, Ryan Murray, and Jack Campbell's the backup goalie. Probably next year I'll let one of them go and have Campbell start. Right here are our stats, guys. 4.5-star offense, 4.5-star defense, and 4.5-star goaltending. So we're looking really good, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Like I said, sorry for the wait. As well, guys, I was speaking about Montreal earlier. I'm going to have the video about my Montreal trip hopefully out later this week. I was going to have that out a couple weeks ago too, but, I'm trying to do so much stuff, guys. There's a lot of stuff just kind of gets put on hold, and I apologize for that. But make sure to stay tuned for all that stuff, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please help me out with a like. I'd really appreciate it. Besides that, guys, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.